Hello, and welcome back to another Avatar The Last Airbender traditional draft. Except this time, it's Premiere. The first two options of this pack jumping out to me are Katara and Dialy Agents. Deadly Precision is also good. This can wheel, and I think it's going to be Katara Bending Prodigy because Dialy Agents is 2-color. This is good enough to splash for. This is like the Dragonfly Swarm, where it's not a bomb, but I'll go out of my way, play a couple of tap lands if I can fit this into like a blue-black deck. So we'll take Katara. We'll see what wheels here. Octopus form will be fine if we have stuff to protect and payoffs. And here, let's take Guru. Fire Nation Engineer is nice. Forecasting Fortune Teller is quite good. First time flyer is playable. I think I like Guru better than Forecasting Fortune Teller. But they're both good, honestly. This is 2 bodies early on for water bending, which we already have to draw cards. I'm curious what actually has a higher win rate on 17 lands. Guru is sitting at 57.3 game in hand win rate, and Forecasting Fortune Teller is actually 2 slots higher. 2 slots higher. I do have more fun with a Guru deck with lessons than Forecasting Fortune Teller, but we'll see. Even the Fire Nation Worship is good here, so there's at least 3 cards I want to wheel here, depending on what our second color is. Well, our second color is black. That's settled. 2 people passed this card. This card is stupid. We'll see if Waterbending Lesson wheels. I don't think we need to pick it up that early. Zilla Always Lies is a less interesting lesson. That is one of the problems with blue-black, is the black lessons are not great. We'll take a Zula here and see if this wheels, and then if we absolutely have to, we'll play one of these 2. Epic Downfall. People do not like black from this position. If 3 people pass this and 2 people pass Azula, Callous Inspector or Messenger Hawk, more likely Callous Inspector could wheel. And if we have Deadly Precisions, we are more than happy to take those. Kyoshi Battle Fan is alright for water bending. It's not my favorite 2-drop, but it's colorless, so it makes a lot of different decks. Glider Staff is the best card here. I don't want any of the colorless or black cards, so I'll take Misty Palm's Oasis in case we get something worth splashing. Swamp Snare Trap is alright. It's weaker removal. It's like sold out in that I don't know that I'm trading up with it as much as just trading most of the time. Sometimes you're trading down, right? You kill a Messenger Hawk. With this, you don't feel great because it leaves the clue token. But I don't think we're taking Ruinous Waterbending. This is a lesson, but it'll kill our Kyoshi Battle Fan. And maybe you can slot it into some decks, but it's a little bit awkward. Here, let's take a Hog Monkey. And hope that we don't have to play it. Oops, let time expire. We picked up the White Lotus tile there. I'm going to check 17 lands to see what we missed out on. Oh, it's the first pick, so we don't see... Canyon Crawler? Yeah, we didn't miss out on anything, really. We'll take a Merchant here. Badger Mole is late. And looks like we might be fighting for blue-black with the other drafters. Not the first 3 to our right, but after that, it looks like both blue cards, the first time flyer and forecast and fortune teller, were taken. Fire Nation Engineer was taken, and unfortunately, this pod knows Fire Nation Warship is good. I'll see that card wheel be like fourth last in the pack. That being said, Messenger Hawk is here. What's the deal? We will gladly play that. Someone took Callous Inspector and Tolls of War, so maybe no one's in specifically blue-black. Ooh, okay. Not a bomb, but it's very good. We could wheel Azula Always Lies or Messenger Hawk. Azula Always Lies, I don't know we would even play. But another copy of Messenger Hawk, we absolutely would. A 5/5 flash that has Ward Waterbend 4 would be enough as is to be a high pick. But the fact that there's so many clue tokens and draw effects, abandoned attachments, waterbending lesson, sacrifice lands, there's really so many ways to draw your second card each turn that you can flash this in. And at the worst, draw 2 cards, bait out removal that needs to pay waterbend 4. This is a great card. And this is also a great card, Invasion Submersible. Better than most rares in its color. In fact, it's better than this blue rare. I would love an Agnaquella. I think we have to take Invasion Submersible over it. We'll see if we wheel either of these. I've come up on Ozai's Cruelty in some decks. It feels alright if you've got enough speed in your deck to develop out quickly, and this is not just like a top deck. You have control over what cards you draw and discard, and you can avoid the awkward situations where you're playing this and you're just getting rid of either nothing or lands. And I do like it better, but it still is not a card I pick up highly. So Invasion Submersible here. Hope Agnaquella are sold out wheels. I doubt Agnaquella will wheel because other drafters are playing blue. Here's where I think we take Corrupt Court Official. I hope we can get a water bending lesson. We usually don't have to worry too much about card advantage in blue-black, but I do like having at least one copy of this. We don't have abandoned attachments yet. We can fetch this with Guru. I mean, maybe without Deadly Precisions yet. It is water bending lesson because we do have Guru. Removal here. Yeah. Decent water bending with Kyoshi Battlefan and Messenger Hawk. Another one of these could wheel. I don't love any of the cards here. So I'll take a Pox Bears over Barrels of Blasting Jelly. We don't have anything to fix for yet. And this is just a 2-drop. Not one we're happy to play, but one that we will play. First time flyers, I think I'll be happier about once we get more lessons. Right now, it's just water bending lesson. And I hope that we get more, especially with Guru. So I'm going to not hedge, but I'm going to the opposite hedge. I'm going to speculate that we'll get more lessons. This will be better. Take it over the Pox Bears. Well, there we go. There's a lesson. There's also a 2-drop that we need. An upgrade from Pox Bears if we make space for it. There is such a thing as too much card advantage, so we'll take the Corrupt Court Official here. Like I said, we need more lessons, but if we run upon a third copy of this, that's just too much expensive stuff not affecting the board. One deck. We'll pick up Wolfbat here. We are pretty good at drawing our second card each turn. It's still not a high pick. There are cards like Glider Kids that simply block him very easily. And here there's another late Badgermole. We'll take that, I guess. Agnequella did wheel. That's kind of crazy. Octopus form wouldn't be bad. We have Azula to protect. But this is going to be great. We can toss spare lands in the graveyard. We can toss lesson cards in the graveyard if we can't afford to play them. We have no deadly precisions, but we do have Guru to put counters on stuff. We could pick up a deadly precision, and I think Zuko's Conviction might wheel. I don't mind this, since we have Unagi and Azula to get back. I just think we pick up Callous Inspector first. Another Azula is crazy. I wouldn't... I want multiple cards here. Soka and Forecasting Fortune Teller would just be solid. But I can't turn down another Azula, Cunning Usurper. She is so good. So that's the plan. I like Hama, but we already have expensive stuff here. That'd be our fourth 5-drop. I mean, do we just try and get there? We waterbend. We waterbend pretty well, and we are exactly blue-black. Yep. Okay. I'm glad we took it. Double Unagi, double Azula, Cunning Usurper. So we want to get to 5 mana. We want to survive until we get to 5 mana. Lo and Lee would even be playable here, since we have 2 Azulas. But let's take Unagi, number 2. Is this legendary? It is. And another Messenger Hawk. So Wolfbat is out. Probably Deadly Precision is absolutely in. Misty Palms is out. And this is likely the deck. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 early drop creatures. Removal. We'd like to upgrade a Swamp Snare Trap. But the plan is don't run too much. Don't affect the board type stuff. And get to these 5 draws. We can still lose if the opponent curves out. We're playing like 3 mana 1/2s on the back foot, trying to block with these. It can be rough. But we have catch up potential by eating attacking creatures with Unagi. Catching up on board, I don't think we need to worry about card advantage too much. Catching up with Azula by exiling with her. And drawing, we should be fine, like we normally are in blue decks with Water Bending Lesson, Agnequella, and Katara. Now, what does Guru look like? 1 lesson, 2 lessons. Is that it? I mean, Gurus are only 4-drop. I mean, Zuko's Conviction would be awkward with 2 legendary creatures. 2 copies of these legendary creatures. Battle fan. So we've got some building work to do. Maybe First Time Flyer and Guru come out? It's just, what do we put in? A cat owl? Is Guru still good enough with 1, 2, only 2 lessons to hit? Is he good enough with 3 lessons? Should we run, instead of another 1-2 flyer, something understated? Azula Always Lies. I mean, Azula Always Lies is more palatable with cards like Callous Inspector, where we've got Menache and it dies into a blue token. I think first time flyer is a cut. Three lessons with Azula Always Lies. 9-8. Wolfbat is consideration. Honestly, Foggy Swamp Hunters, if it feels like we're playing Guru and we're whiffing on lessons and we don't need that extra value, what we instead need is lifelink, and we'll get it because we have other threats, that might be a swap. But for now, this is going to be the deck. Okay, game 1 is versus Extremes, or Extreme Z. I mean, we just need 1 island. And this is turned on, but if we don't get an island, we don't have a play until turn 5. And that play is a 5 mana 3/3, because we're not going to have water bending. So let's mulligan. 6. I think we drop the combat trick here. It would have killed Momo. I was going to say, if he played like a raucous audience, that's the only scenario where I feel like we're hard regretting that. Water bending scroll in blue-white. Okay. This has been a trap card for me. But we are a slower developing deck. Let's play Katara. She has the most offensive potential. If he quenches here, good for him. Removal in his colors would be like Watery Grasp. He could airbend it. Or he can kill it with like Razor Ring / Airbender's Reversal when we attack. If he has removal, I don't mind baiting it out with Katara Bending Prodigy. And he misses a land drop, which is good for us. He does have Razor Rings, like we were discussing, but like I said, don't mind baiting it out so that we can attack with Azula, get fire bending, use it to crack the clue. Maybe he just wants it to die so he can scry into land. So I'm just gonna not block, honestly. Let him stay land screwed. For that reason, I'm not gonna play Azula right away either. I'm gonna flash a new Nagi. Okay. Eat Compassionate Healer, because I assume they'll try and get the scry off. And block Momo now. Let's let him scry first. Ooh, he likes it. So it must be a land. Please no quench. Might have an airbending lesson here. And now that Unagi's on the field, he would have to pay waterbending 4. I feel pretty good about double blocking. Octopus form is fine. Waterbending scroll is going to be pretty awkward with Unagi out. I guess he could wait till our turn to draw a card. Then he wouldn't count that as the second card each turn. Let's actually play Messenger Hawk. Plus Battle Fan here, probably. Alright, we play around Quench this way because we have 2 open mana, and it's looked like he doesn't have it, to be fair. I don't mind holding off playing Azula a little bit here. That's going to be expensive for him. Because we could get a... If we drew more lands, we could play the cards that we exile with her immediately. That being said, let's just slam her now. Do we slam her now, or do we try and hit a land drop? What are we doing if we don't hit a land drop? Waterbending lesson. No, let's waterbending lesson first. We've got 2 clues to waterbend. We hit our land drops this way. We clear out his Momo so that we can get a better creature. If he does block, he does not block. And let's hold up Quench and Clue Crack instead of playing Kyoshi Battle Fan. It's a pretty good Quench target. You know, we have the choice of waiting until that's played, but he would just sack Momo. So let's 3/6/2. We could play Azula and then cast something for 2 mana that we got with it if he gives us like Compassionate Healers or whatever. So I guess let's start with Miss Azula. Food token. Okay. Octopus form we can only use on our turn. I'm tempted to use it here just to poke for an extra damage. Oh, another Unagi. Alright, well, we can start with the Clue Crack. For 3 would not be big enough. So let's just trade here. And hold up another Unagi. He does not have discard colors, which is black. That's fine. That's fine. He should be dead. Octopus form will make any creature lethal. We just need to attack out here. Don't need to do anything. Hooray! Good job, Unagi plus Azula. We should see them in a good number of our games, since we have both copies. I wonder what the maximum number of copies you would want to have in a draft. You're not typically going to have even 2 of Azula and Unagi, but like, is 4 too many? Because there's a legendary rule. 2 doesn't feel like too many. Like, if Azula gets played and you have to remove a copy of the legendary one, that's still probably fine because the ETB value is so much. And this is very much keepable. 2-drop with Invasion Submersible. Not a 2-drop, but a 2-mana play with Invasion Submersible is nice. We'll probably start with Katara, depending on what he does here. Invasion Submersible can wait to bend or bounce something more expensive. That is a pretty good card. Pretty scared of that, honestly. Turn 2. Too bad we weren't on the play and couldn't quench that. We'll have to quench his 4-mana play. Please drop like Boulder, ready to rumble. Or Guru. Oh! Maybe we do bounce it back? He has nothing? Well, I mean, if he has Rocky, Rebuke, or allies at last, he can't kill us. So let's get Katara out. Badger Mole. So Invasion Submersible was probably the right play there. Not just from hindsight, but like probably figured he was 1 mana off playing something. What? Play Messenger Hawk? Sack the clue. And tap Katara. Green-blue is great at ramping and violently vomiting creatures onto the board that have good big bodies. So I like getting Katara bigger so that he has more trouble using fight and damage spells to kill it. And then winning with our card advantage off cards like Guru. Yikes. Okay, well. Not getting a second blue card is tricky. I mean, I guess we're not blocking with these guys, so. Let's hope that we can counter. Badger Mole, he can afford to pay it. It would stop him from attacking this turn. I think we just played this game wrong. We sequenced things incorrectly. It's likely we don't get to quench. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we do draw like this. Then we're dead, right? If he just attacks. 5, 8. Yeah. Okay, well. We'll just play better. We should have bounced his Herbalist with Invasion Submersible. Not sacked our Clue, because we didn't have a guarantee of hitting a second island or more lands, and we'd wanted to do that. And that's probably it. That probably would have been enough to keep us in that game, probably win. Holding up Quench there, 2 turns where we couldn't play it, was awkward as a result. Now, we get a chance at redemption with Thunder God. This is keepable. The Deserters. It's gonna block our Pox Bears just fine. Let's get double black out there. Tap the swamps to make it look like we could have Octopus form. I'm not gonna set stops or hold full control in gold. If this was like the arena open, I would. He could have Yip Yip, so I don't think we try and get him with Azula Always Lies. And because he gets scry value off Compassionate Healer, let's sit back and chill instead of re-equipping to Pox Bears and attacking. And he can't exhaust yet. We don't get a card from the graveyard yet. And I would like one. So let's bounce the captives and chill out. It's better than bouncing the Deserters because I think he could put the 1/1 counter on something better. And he's only got 1 forest. So it's harder on his mana. If he wanted to double drop 2 green cards, he can't. Now we just Waterbend. Doesn't have black, so we can play out our lands. He could have Yip Yip. If he double blocks with the Compassionate Healer and Rebellious Captives, that's alright, because then he's not exhausting. And I guess I'll take Compassionate Healer over the Deserters. If he double blocks with those two. Okay. Okay, there could be an attack now where we put a 1/1 counter on to win combat and kill a 1/1 token. I know Messenger Hawk doesn't grow to 3 power if we crack this now, but that's fine. Agnaquella is going to be a reason to keep lands in hand. That being said, now we play Azula. Get a card from his graveyard and from the field. I think I like Rebellious Captives better because we can exhaust this thing. If he eats this with Yip Yip, I'm totally okay with that. I'm glad to get it out of his hand. Oh, invasion tactics. I might just take 9 damage. He's going to draw a card to replace this. Big whoop. We get to crack back. I guess he could have Pillar Launch. So let's attack like this. Okay. Good job, Azula, Cunning Usurper. The Firebending's nice for exhausting with the Rebellious Captives as well. We could have done that. Made a 2/2 blocker. Smacked in for 2 more damage with Captives. And I feel like we played it correctly that game. We couldn't stop both attackers unless we double chumped. So we couldn't deny him drawing a card without double chumping. So I just didn't think that was worth it. Letting your opponent draw a card is just okay sometimes. Smock will be our next opponent with Killian from Strixhaven, I think is the sec. Quench, Corrupt Court Official, and our 2 legendary rares that we have 2 copies of each. So this isn't as lucky as it looks. I think we play Corrupt Court Official now when he isn't entirely sure of whether he wants to pitch lands or playables. He does pitch a playable. And he's Journey. So he's Lessons probably, based on those colors. Expect to see Dragonfly Swarms and stuff like that. If we can counter that, that'll be sweet. I think, could be wrong, but double black makes the opponent think of counter less. Like, they think of, he's not affecting the board, so we'll let this go through. Makes the opponent think of counterspell more. The more blue lands they think, at least subconsciously, of more counters. And this will affect the ground because it gives him a ground blocker and let him tap mana more quickly. So let's play Messenger Hawk. Octopus form open. Make it look like we have octopus form, although I doubt he wants to kill either of these guys. He is the lesson deck. We do get to kill Guru here. And he's going to need one more mana exactly next turn to kick Firebending Lesson and kill Azula. If he does, he does. You know, we still have Unagi and cool stuff going on. But we have our own lessons in our deck, so I wouldn't mind playing Guru and Aang's Journey next turn. He does, in fact, get to kill Azula. That's the best for him. We're still ahead on board. Let's 3-5. Play this. I know we do have one land, Agnaquella. We'll have our clue like we forgot. Yup. I wonder if he chooses not to discard a card. Either way, he loses a card or he gives us 2 cards. And unfortunately, Auto Tapper betrayed us here. We can't pretend like we have Octopus Form. It tapped everything but a black land. Ooh, he tossed Lost Days. Guess he just figures it's too expensive, especially with the Waterbend on Unagi. Yui. Okay, let's crack a clue first. See what we draw. I mean, 5 Waterbend is expensive. He's only got 1 body. So, it's basically straight 5 mana, cast something from your hand. So unless he has the card that lets him take an extra turn, I don't think we need to kill Yui just yet. This is a lot of lanes we got going on, unfortunately. No Agnaquilla. We've got 4, 7, 10 lands to half as many playables. Well, he could have Octopus Form. Let's kill it now, because we threaten lethal. If he doesn't have Octopus Form, he should sack Airship Engine Room, assuming he does have it in the deck, to try and draw it. He's still dead. So hooray. And we rank up to Platinum. Okay, next game is against Sage of the Divine, and we're keeping it. We got Callous Spectre with a low deadly precision to sack it to. Nice little 1, 2, 3 plays. Nothing to destroy yet, so we'll just hold up Quench. Yeah, pretty good Quench target. Swamp Snare Trap also won't be able to kill it. Paths of Redemption on Callous Inspector. Okay. It's kind of crazy. That does set him up for deadly precision quite well. Might as well do this pre-combat. Not a lane card. So right now, if we played Azula, we would get his Suki. We don't hit the land though. And True Ancestry, which is pretty good because we could get back Azula with that. That's a pretty good exchange for us. We get 2 cards and a clue token. His Path to Redemption and that card. So let's, I guess, crack that clue token. What do we have for 1 mana? Anything at this point in the deck? No. That is a pretty good card to remove if we can just hit a land. Okay, come on. I guess we just have to. Crack a clue. Then Epic Downfall. I mean, this is still good. Don't get me wrong. Hit him for 5 again. A good sign for us. Not affecting the board with that 2 mana. And he's splashing red. Pyro T-Master? Toph, the first Mailbender. That's the scariest thing that could have come out. But we do get to play Azula now. That land is tapped. Maybe we should attack first. With Azula always lives, starting to make this a 3-2. And that into a 2-2. No, we still trade. Oh, I didn't know he could sack his land. Okay, that was a misplay by us then. And so is attacking with this ally token. Okay, let's get our head in the game. I'll be honest, I'm snacking pretty hard right now. But I don't want to lose the game. It should be unlosable without a board wipe. That costs 3. We cannot afford it. I think we also just missed lethal. If we, yeah, if we equip Kyoshi Battle Fan. Wait, did we? Firebending 2. Equip Battle Fan. Oh, so four mana to get back a card and play Azula Always Lies. And equip 6 mana. We had that plus Firebending. So it was stupid. He has Yip Yip. All right. All right. All right. I am kicking myself pretty hard now. He's got 4 blockers. We have 3 attackers, 1 with Menace. So we just play Merchant and equip. Play an island here, I think. You can make allies and Earthbend at the end of every turn. I think we've managed to throw away this game. We'll treat it as a learning exercise and still try and play through it, to be honest. Because he could top deck nothing. We're top decking nothing. We also should have Swamp Snare Trap the Taupe. This is like 3 critical mistakes. At least in this game. Smart by him. Alright, Messenger Hawk. We're gonna need to hit removal for a flyer here. Whatever he has glider staff equipped to. Okay, we're dead in the air next turn. It's gotta be off our top deck or a clue crack. Or something off our top deck or a clue crack. Let's go full control here. I think extra power to Messenger Hawk won't matter. So we want to draw now. What do we have? Epic. Epic Downfall won't do it. I don't. Invasion Submersible? It's non-land. So we bounce his glider. Land will not do it. Okay. He chose to earthbend a different creature. So let's make him show us. We're dead if he just attacks out. Well, he doesn't know the 3 cards we have in hand. So let's play it out. See if he lets us live for one more turn. He does. Path to Redemption. I think the effect still applies. But let's keep the summoning check one just in case. So we just need that card in hand to be nothing. We play Path to Redemption on Rumble Arena, and we get away with it. Please. Well, actually, oh no, he chooses the card. We don't. Okay, we'll see if he gives us one more turn once again. Like I said, Invasion Submersible would do it. We've got Waterbending Lesson as well. Okay, so he's figured it out. Not the deck's fault. Not the deck's fault. I will give us grace and say that we did play to our outs at the end there. We had to play to our outs because we missed lethal and misplayed critically several times. But silver lining, we cleaned it up in the end. Right before we lost. Alright. Goldfish memory. Let's forget that. Let's play good in this game. No turn 2 play, but we'll keep it. Do we risk it? If we play Messenger Off, then we have a clue token to crack if we miss our land drop. And I think this deck is good enough that we just want to make sure we hit our land drops. Ooh. That's scary. Wonder if he's mono white. Do we play Katara and use Deadly Precision? To blow up the deserters? I think we need to slow him down. This puts a creature card in the graveyard. If we do hit a land and get to play Azula next turn, then we get to neutralize Team Avatar because his creatures are all dead. And we do, so that's awesome. Start putting counters on Katara because she gets to attack. That's a pretty good epic downfall target. Do we play that in Cat Owl? I think we do. I think we hold off on the deserters. Alright, nice. Gather the White Lotus would have been pretty good against us. But I do not blame him for the scoop there. Yeah, this is very much keepable. Double black for Azula. 2 2-mana plays. Let's start with a swamp. We even got Agniquella. First Marshmallow. Is it Marshmallow or Marshmallow? I mean, this is more water bending for Hama. And if he has Quench, I think I'd rather him Quench Battle Fan number 2. He doesn't have Quench. Master Pocket. Okay, here's where we play our own water bending lesson. Right? I mean, we're gonna hit our land drops, but this is just mana efficient. Okay, so the good news is Guru can only put counters on other creatures, like Master Paku. So, even if we get Master Paku, which is a less exciting creature than Guru, out of Azula Cunning Usurper's Sacrifice effect, we get it with a counter. He's gonna mill us or mill him, try and get 3 lesson cards in the graveyard. He mills us. No, thank you. Alright, let's slam Azula. I imagine he'll give us Abandoned Attachments over Waterbending Lesson. He does? Okay, so we've got a full grip. We've got 6 cards in hand. If Azula lives, we can Firebend with Abandoned Attachments. I don't know that it will live, though. Plenty of stuff in blue-black for 6 mana that will take care of us. Lost Days, Watery Grasp, Epic Downfall. Invasion Submersible, I don't think he wants to do that. He'll kill a token, I'm sure. Yep. Heartless Act at uncommon would do it. Yeah. Yep. Invasion Submersible is pretty good. Three, 5, 6 mana. If we do this, then Pox Bears, Callous Inspector. Save Epic Downfall for maybe a scarier creature next turn. Plus, maybe have a lot of waterbending to take waterbending lesson. I was thinking we take Heartless Act, but if we take waterbending lesson, we can waterbend 1, 2, 3 non-creatures. Yikes, that ended up being worse because he had Day of the Black Sun. At least he's one short of crewing Invasion Submersible. We should have played around Quench. That was so silly. That was so silly. Please don't lose to Quench. Let us get away with it this one time. Okay. The magic gods have blessed us. Let us get away with it. Whoa-ee! Fire Nation Drill it is. Right? Let's play this. Let's tap these. Play around Quench now, even though it doesn't really make sense. I mean, this lets us hold up Klugrak. Okay, he can make 1/1 unblockables. We can dish cards from our hands. We're done playing lands, I believe. 7 should be enough. You're gonna activate Realm Echo or what? He's got 8 mana. I think this is correct. Let's trade for Pirate Peddlers before it gets big. Get some trample damage in. And we can quench this. Now his last card in hand is gone. Ooh, that was a big quench. Would have made a clue token, gotten this guy back on top. And instead, we're top decking now. And we've got a better board state than he does. Oh, it's this guy. This guy would have given us a clue token. But I am glad that it's gone. Still. Yeah, we're just going to have to take 3 here. Yes, he'll be able to make unblockables and kill us in 9 turns, but we can equip. Equip. Attack, attack. I gets to eat Hama here. Boo! I don't think there's anything we can fetch. So now we do take a lot of damage. 4 next turn, then we're on a 5-turn unblockable clock, and he's making it really quicker than that because he can make 1/1s. If we had cast Epic Downfall first, I think we would have been in a better position. So let's do that next turn. After we do this. Okay. Attack Deadly Precision Messenger Hawk. That's the sequence. Sacking a Kyoshi Battle Fan. He's got another octopus form. Are you kidding me? I think we need to slow him down. We do an extra damage, but take 1 less damage if we do this. So sacrifice an artifact or creature. We lost to not using Epic Downfall pre-combat. Twice. That is brutal. That is brutal. I guess we just turned our brain off and wanted to see what we drew. I don't think we can take 3 here, right? Just need to draw something. So let's chump. We'll make another block bowl. This for 2, then 3. Just Epic Downfall first here. Katara, we can bend with her body for 6 exactly. Do it now so we get a clue token. And Azula Always Lies is nice. That's one of the best things we could have drawn. So we need something else, otherwise we're dead in 2 turns. But this adds the damage for us. And if we get one more removal spell, do we have anything? Swamp Snare Trap? Gives us another turn. Alright, do we Waterbend or do we Clue Crack, then Agniquella? 1, 2, we can draw for 4 essentially. Play 2. And we need something. I mean, we're not dead to unblockable. But he can tap us down with North Pole Patrol. He sees it. He doesn't. But that's still too much, right? And we mill out. Wow, we just played awful with this deck. This deck deserved a trophy. So bad. But he did top deck those octopus forms. But we're greedy, checking to see what we get rather than affecting the board state, just blowing up his invasion submersible. And I apologize to double copies of Azula, Cunning Usurper, and Unagi. Because this deck was sweet. Oh well, we'll play better next time. Learn from our mistakes. Good games. I'll see you next time.